Hey everybody, how's it going today? I'm just sitting up here admiring the view. It's a beautiful morning, of course. I'm just looking over my tiny, little insignificant portion of this world. I'm just pondering about things. Just watching the cold and the ice creep in as winter sets upon us once again. And I also wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek at the Tower of Power penthouse, or the future home of the Tower of Power penthouse. That's right, I'm getting back into the high-rise construction game. I just did a little work and kind of cleared out this little space up here above the Tower of Power. As you can see, we're a couple blocks above the windmills and everything. I just want to make a nice little cool little spot here, so we can look out on everything and, just love the view from up here. It's beautiful. Can overlook everything we've created so far. Eventually, I want to kind of build it out, put a nice little glass observation deck out there. Maybe wrap it around the side a little bit and just make it nice and fancy in here. Maybe this will be my penthouse. Put my bed up here, and maybe just all my little decorations and knickknacks and stuff I've collected. So, yeah. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Got a few other things going on, but like I said, I just kind of mine this out. Just make this a nice little area. I might make it a little bit bigger. I don't know. I don't want to make it too big, but I did put our little candle chandelier there. Puts off a ton of light. Just a couple little torch holders I had laying around. I needed some light when I was digging this out. Kept having jerks spawn here, but that shaft does go up to the top of the mountain. But maybe we'll do something with that one day. Maybe we won't. So I have been a little busy, just doing a couple things here and there. So we got a ton of refractory bricks going down here. This has got to be the hottest room in the history of man. Then we do have four bloomeries with some more iron and stuff going. I don't know if that's going to be enough refractory bricks to make the bricks that we need for steel. But I also don't know if I'm actually going to make steel anytime soon. Steel does take a lot of sitting around and babysitting. Jeez. I guess I wasn't invited to the drifter party that's out there. Well, that's a bummer. I'm feeling left out. Let's go crash their party real quick. Come on, guys. Okay. Just wanted to check in on... Yep, the coal is finished. So I'm going to restock our coal supplies. And I do want to work on a few other supplies. I want to make some better healing stuff. A couple of things we're going to need for our upcoming adventure. So I did decide I'm gonna take off for a little bit. So I've been kind of working on the steel production and getting that going, and I just kind of want to do something different. That's kind of why I started digging out the penthouse there. I was just like, man, I need something else to do. I don't know what my problem is, but I kind of got to jump around a little bit. I can't just do the same stuff over and over again. So this should give us a nice little coal. Reason why I'm not doing steel right now is because you do have to I think it takes like 6 or 7 days. But you have to be present, you have to be around, because each day you have to kind of refill the coal under it to keep it going. And that's one of the reasons why you need a lot of coal for it. Okay, so I've got just a little under 2.5 stacks. So that might not even be enough. I might have to do another whole thing of coal, because the steel stuff takes a lot of work. It does. But we still have a ton of iron. Like I said, I put 120 in 4 bloomeries, 120 apiece. So what's that, like 480? And I still have more than I know what to do with. Stack up the coal. All right, yeah. So it's a little over 3 stacks I have total as far as coal. Like I said, I'm not sure how much. Oh, and I did make the transmission there for the pulverizer. So we got everything on clutches. So good to go there. Jeez. It was high rift activity over the night, so we still got a bunch of dudes hanging out. Freaking dudes, man. Alright. I don't have anything for poultice or horsetail. I got 3. So I've just been making the reed and horsetail poultices. But if you make linen in horsetail poultices, those do +4 health, whereas the reed only do +2. So it'd be like double the amount of healing. I do have plenty of flax, and I just don't really have anything to do with it right now. So we're gonna go out and just grab some horsetail. We'll go ahead and make that, and then we're gonna start making preparations. The bay is almost getting iced in, and we're gonna take the boat out, and we're gonna go for a little adventure. We're gonna go farther than we ever have. In last episode, I was scrolling down the map, and I think I got to 100,000, and apparently that's not even 10% of what I could have gone. I'm just playing on like vanilla, world size settings, and I guess you can go down over like 1 million blocks or something like that. So that's interesting. Probably the farthest I've been from spawn is, I don't know, 5,000-6,000 blocks or so. I guess maybe a little bit farther, but yeah, that's fun. So I'm gonna grab some horsetail real quick, and we'll get back to the house and make up some of those bandages. Yeah. Alright, gathering up last couple of bit of these. Good thing about this is I'm also gathering grass at the same time too, so that's useful. So I know you can make sulfur and honey bandages. I think those are like 7 healing, so those would be a hell of a lot better. But I don't have... I have a very tiny amount of sulfur, and I mean that would be something awesome to use our honey for, because I'm not really using that for anything. But yeah, I haven't really found a good source for sulfur. I know I've ran into some here or there because I do have a little bit, but I don't know where there's a good vein of it to where I can get a bunch. Because you do need sulfur for making the chromium leather or whatever it is to make the better backpack. But I don't have the ingredients, all the ingredients to make that either. So I don't even know why I'm worrying about bandages. Got that awesome iron armor and hardly take any damage at all. Just made a bunch of linen out of our flax reserves. Let's take a look at this. Okay, horsetail poultice from linen. And I'm just going to make as many as I can. Why not? Okay, that's a lot. Alright, cool. So we got a bunch of stacks of those. Okay, one thing I didn't make for the old sailboat is, I guess there's rat lines that you can add to it, and it allows you to climb to the top of the mast. You know what? I've got enough stuff to make it, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. Just for fun. Alright, yep. Ice is really creeping in. Okay. Now we got the rat lines. Okay, so you just kind of teleport to the top. Alright, that's fun. I really wish you could stand in the boat. It's kind of annoying, you just kind of go through it. Alright, anyways. Okay, I'm going to get ready, and I'm going to put a bunch of stuff in the boat. Actually, I'm going to need some backup tools and whatnot, too. It's 2:30 in the morning, and this is what I'm taking with me. So, I've got an extra shovel, extra axe, bringing some shears, just in case we find any cool trees, so we can get some seeds out of them. A couple prospecting picks, backup forks, a couple extra pickaxes. I do have the Brigandine iron armor. I brought our cold clothes. I haven't had to put them on yet, even though it's been getting pretty cold. Bringing a temporal gear, just in case I gotta reset my spawn. If I'm gonna do something super dangerous or something. Who knows? And backup knife. We got some backup heals. And bringing a bunch of sealed crocs. Except this one. And a couple jugs of wine for the long trip. You know, need some fruit in my diet. So that is it. I'm gonna hop on the boat, and we're gonna leave. All right. It's nighttime. It's nice and dark. I can't see anything, but okay. This voyage isn't starting out too great. Here we go. I gotta follow the map. We'll be fine. See, this is why we gotta get out of here right now. We would have been iced in. Okay, so we're going south. Farther south than I've ever been before. We're going to warmer climates. We're gonna go get a drink in our hand and our toes in the sand. Because screw wintertime. I hate it. I'm leaving before it's even fully here. Winter's a long time. I doubt I can be gone that long. So we will be coming back. But you know, like I said, I gotta do different stuff. So we're gonna say bye to the homestead and the Tower of Power for now. Everything will be fine. It'll be there waiting for us. All the animals and everything, they'll be happy. They'll be glad to see us. So we're out of here. Quick little update. Sun's starting to come up. It was just snowing a little bit. It just stopped. But we're currently going around the northern horn here. And then we're gonna drop down and come on, map. You can do it. So yeah, we'll just go through this little cut right there. And we come over here, and we're gonna shoot down. We've already done most of this trip before, so there won't be a lot of updates. But once we get down to about where I've been, that's where I'll pick up a little bit, and we'll see if we can find anything interesting. Probably just gonna, you know, look for cool stuff. See if we can find some big ass ruins to go through, and just check out the sights. Hopefully it'll get a little warmer down there. It does look like I'm starting to get a little cold. So might as well put on the old let's see. Can we open the box, please? There we go. Oh, I got to take off my fancy little shoes. Can I wear the coat? There it goes. I'm trying to put it in the wrong spot. And we'll put our little gloves on. There we go. That should warm us up a little bit. Alright. Back to the adventure. Haven't even gone very far yet. Well, this is kind of fun. So, currently taking damage from the cold. Even with my fur clothing on. And it being 46 degrees outside. Okay. Okay, Vintage Story. Whatever you say. Slight update. So we are now 6,637 blocks south of the equator. This is the farthest I have been south. This was our last little, our furthest south translocator, where the Olivian mine and stuff is. And then as far as sailing south, about right here was as south as I've gotten. So we got to this little spot here. It's still the middle of the night, and I'm probably gonna hook it east and continue on down. Don't really see anything interesting here. Plus it is dark, so I don't feel like messing around. Looks like we might have a little trader here. I will give him the I haven't been there yet trader color. So one thing I did forget was I was gonna bring my gears with me, or at least some of them. But I didn't. So I got no spending money. I don't have any walking around money. Sailing around money. My bad. You know what? We'll survive. We'll push on. We'll find some ruins that are just stacked with gears. And we'll be in the money once again. But I'm gonna keep cruising south. And maybe when it gets light outside, we'll take a peek. I do love the night sky in this game. It's beautiful. Just kind of cruising around, checking out the stars. It's just about 7:30 in the morning, and we're approaching about 8,000 blocks south of the equator. Just rolling up here, and we've got a pretty cool little mountain in front of us. Got a little trader there as well. I'm kind of checking out the trees and stuff and seeing what we got. We kind of have the regular, just pines, birches, maples, that kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy or exciting. But I was kind of intrigued by this mountain here. It's pretty awesome looking. Oh yeah. That'd be fun to make a little base in that. Maybe to make some little bridges, kind of spanning in between the spires. That'd be cool. So many fun things I want to do in this game. But, yeah, just like life, I don't have enough time or money. Time and money. I'm gonna keep my eye out for any surface ores, anything I can see in the rocks, and just kind of general interesting stuff. I don't know how far I'm going to sail. I'm going to keep sailing until I find a reason to stop. And I did pass a couple ruins in the night, but I just kind of marked them on the map and just kept cruising. You know, no reason to check them out in the dark, but I'm sure we'll run into something interesting soon. It's been pretty much smooth sailing. So I did have to, came down here and had to jog this way, but had a big opening here and just kept coming down south. And it looks like open ocean, so we're just going to keep going. What a crazy little spot this is. So we're just past about 9,000 south. But it's kind of open ocean right here, and I just saw these kind of sticking out, so I had to sail past them. Check them out. You never know what you're going to see in this game. I just love the geography, or the geology, or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Boat's doing great. We're just cruising. Hit a little rainy patch. It's definitely warming up though. We're almost 50 degrees. We'll sail through the middle of these guys. Pretty epic. There's some kind of ore there. Is that bismuth? Oh well. Just some lonely little islands. Middle of the ocean. It's just past 10,000 south. Only 990,000 to go until we reach the end of the world. And just like in the olden times, we just sail off the edge of the world. We're gone. Just off into the abyss. Crazy times. Crazy times. Well, look at that. This is the first glimpse of redwood trees. That is cool. Oh. There'd be a little trader there. That's pretty cool. Some mighty frickin' redwoods. You know what? I've been sailing for a while. It's time to make a little pit stop. Can't do a whole video just sailing. Who do I think I am? Alright. Plus there's a little ruin right here, so. Oop. Just right through the boat. Okay. Well, let's take a look. Let's go check our little sailor, or our little trader friend. There's raccoons, butterflies. Yeah, it's a hell of a lot warmer down here, and nothing's even iced over. That's where I should have started living. Alright, so we got a little commodities merchant. He's got the commodities, and we got no money. Nice to meet you, buddy. Like I said, we got some redwoods. So I think that we should be taking home some redwood seeds. I do have the trusty ladders with me, so we can get on to the top of these beastly trees. Look at that. Okay. We're just going to scoot over here real quick and grab the shears. And we're going to go to town. Alright. We got shears, we got ladders. Let's do the darn thing. Okay. I saw some super dark soil. It was just shady. Some medium fertility. But it might be the sacred high fertility soil that I cannot find. Alright, so we're going to see if we can get some redwood seeds here. It's really closer than I thought the redwoods would be. I mean, we're only a little over 11,000 south. It's not very far in the grand scheme of things. I hacked pretty much every leaf off of 2 of these and ended up with 1 redwood seed. So the redwoods, they don't like to give up the seeds. So, you know what, it's the middle of the night. I want to make some more progress. So I think I'm just going to keep on trucking. Maybe we'll just take a look-see at this little guy right here. If we got anything neat. Some bony soil. Magical. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything else. Nope. Okay, back to the boat. Made my first wrong turn. So we started coming down this way. And kind of ended up there. Could maybe dig myself a path through here, but that doesn't look like it opens up there. So, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I guess I could go this way, or come through this little straight right there and come down this way. I don't know. We'll see. On my backtrack, I saw something kind of strange on the map. It looked like a ruin, but then I saw a trader. So I didn't really know what the heck this is, but so I was backtracking anyway. Might as well stop. Take a look. See what we got here. Ooh, it is foggy. Look at that. Okay. So it is wow. It's like a little trader camp. Holy smokes. What? They're out in the wild? Well, this is cool. I've never seen one of these. So we got a commodities trader. We got a building materials trader. A furniture trader. Wow. So that's cool. Huh. So at first I thought there was going to be like a trader in a ruin or something in one, but which wouldn't have been good because I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't like dig up stuff around traders. Well, that's pretty neat. I found a little trader town. That's a goofy little spot. This is all granite sand and stuff. Alright, cool. Well, that we gotta give that something special. We'll give that the magenta. And we'll say we'll call that Trader Town. I would call it Trader Joe's, but I already made that joke in a previous episode. Huh, cool. Alright, back on the boat. You know what I was just thinking? So I got 2 redwood seeds from a trader. Now, this was a while back, and I had planted them, and then they never grew or anything. But I'm noticing all the redwoods are in like 4s. You know, they're 2x2 trunks. So maybe I need 4 seeds, and they'll only grow if you plant them in a 2x2. That makes sense. Sometimes with the redwood seeds, or not the redwood, the oak seeds that I get, I'll plant them in a 4x4, and it usually makes a nice big oak tree. So I'll have to try that. One of the missions on this trip is we at least need 2 redwood seeds to combine them with the 2 that are at home. Yeah. Sounds like a good goal, because I'm not accomplishing anything else this episode, so. Yeah, no. We did it, folks. We found a new tree. Another one. So, of course, we got the redwoods, and we got bald cypresses. And boy howdy, are they bald. They got like no leaves up there. But, you know what? There's a bunch of them. We're going to try to get some seeds. Alright, up the ladder we go. Give us the seeds. That looks like it's a stick. It's a stick. Alright, we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Alright. You guys hear any funny dog noises behind me? I am not a professional YouTuber because my dogs are behind me wrestling. So, I apologize. Not really. Dog's gonna do dog things. Okay, we do have 2 bald cypress seeds. Well, that wasn't bad. There was like 10 leaves combined on those 2 trees. I guess we'll see if we can get some more redwoods as well. Give me your seeds. So we did get another redwood seed on top of our 2 bald cypresses. I am kind of hacking all these trees to shit, and I normally wouldn't do that, but you know what? I'm probably never going to see these trees again, so that's okay. So I did grab a bunch of wood, maybe just for fun. I don't know, but if we can get the seeds at home and we can reproduce them there, then that's what we'll do. All right, I'm going to continue on sailing away. Well, well, well. Looks like we've been stymied again. So after getting stymied over here, came back up, came through here, and then down to here. And looks like we might be able to go north, maybe get through some stuff. But it is not looking great. Not looking great for us. But you know what? I've been recording for a while here, and you know what? I know this hasn't been the most exciting episode, but we did some exploring. We've made it 12,534 south of the equator, which our base is a little bit north of the equator. So, you know, we've covered some sea. Not cover. I was going to say covered some ground, but we didn't do that. We covered sea. We covered water. But yeah, I was hoping we'd run into something interesting, like a big ruin or something we could check out. But you know what? Hey, maybe in the next episode we'll find something neat. Like I said, I'm going to try to chew up some winter time with this little sailing adventure. So I'm going to condense a couple days down into an episode. So we're not going to have too many of these, but I don't know. I find it fun. Like I said, I know it's not the most interesting, but I'm having a good time. Just sailing around, just kind of chilling, relaxing. So, but yeah, if you reach the end of the video, thank you. I appreciate it. And give me a like or something or whatever. So, thanks for watching. Have a good day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.